One of the biggest problems language learners have when it comes to speaking English is the fact that they use all the phrases that they've learned by reading English textbooks. But the real English doesn't work that way. You need to know a lot of English phrases and idioms used by native speakers and real English conversations to be able to sound like native speakers and avoid sounding like textbooks. And in today's video, what I want to do is provide you with a couple of very practical and commonly used English phrases that I highly recommend that you should use to sound like native speakers. Are you ready to continue the rest of today's video? Of course you are, so let's get started. The first English phrase that I want to be focusing your attention on is, it is no good doing something. It is no good doing something. It is no good doing something. But what does this phrase mean? When we say it is no good doing something, it means there's no point in doing something. It is no use doing something, or doing something will not get you anywhere, or is pointless, or does not produce the result that you're looking for. So it is no good doing something. Let me give you an example of this phrase. It is no good arguing with him. He's already made up his mind. It is no good arguing with him. He's already made up his mind. It is no good arguing with him. He's already made up his mind, which means there's no point in arguing with him. Don't waste your time on arguing with him. There is no point in doing it. It is no use arguing with him. He's already made up his mind. He's already made his decision, and he will do what he wants to do. He will go his own way. So it is no good arguing with him. Is there anything that you believe is no good doing? What is it? And why do you believe it is no good doing it? Comment it down below. Now we're getting to the second phrase, the second commonly used phrase that you should learn to sound like native speakers, which is to do a number on someone or something. To do a number on someone or something. To do a number on someone or something. When we say you're doing a number on someone or something, it means you're doing a lot of harm and damage to someone or something psychologically, physically, and emotionally. So to do a number on someone or something means to do a significant amount of harm and damage to someone or something physically, emotionally, and psychologically. An example of this phrase: that breakup really did a number on her. She hasn't been the same since. That breakup really did a number on her. She hasn't been the same since. That breakup really did a number on her. She hasn't been the same since, which means that breakup did a lot of physical, psychological, and emotional damage to her, a lot of harm to her, and she's not been the same person since. She's completely changed, upside down. She has changed to a different person. She has turned into a completely different person. She doesn't look like the same person anymore. So that breakup has really done a number on her, which means that breakup has done a lot of psychological, physical, and emotional damage to her. Now we're proceeding to the third phrase of today's video that you need to know to understand native speakers better and hopefully be able to speak like them, which is to cloud the issue. To cloud the issue. Once again, to cloud the issue. But what does it mean when we say someone is clouding the issue, or you're clouding the issue, they're clouding the issue? David is clouding the issue. Peter is clouding the issue. To cloud the issue means to make something look more confusing, to throw someone into more confusion, or to add to the confusion by providing irrelevant information, to make something look more confusing, more complicated, and mind-boggling by adding more irrelevant information to it, or to make something more confusing, or to throw someone into more confusion, or to add to the confusion by introducing new aspects, new irrelevant and unrelated aspects to a situation. An example of this phrase: bringing up the past mistakes will only cloud the issue. Let's focus on the current problem. Bringing up the past mistakes will only cloud the issue. Let's focus on the current problem. Bringing up the past mistakes will only cloud the issue. Let's focus on the current problem, which means thinking about the past mistakes, reviewing the past mistakes, looking at the past mistakes, or Remembering the past mistakes, considering the past mistakes will only complicate matters further, will only add to the confusion, will only, throw people into more confusion. Let's focus on the current problem. Let me ask you a personal question. What do you think is clouding the issue in a difficult situation? Or have you ever faced a situation in which you were trying to solve a problem, but someone was clouding the issue and complicating matters further? I want you to comment the answer down below and tell me what that situation was like and what you exactly did. Now we're proceeding to the fourth phrase of today's video that you need to learn to sound like native speakers, which is to hit the wall. To hit the wall. To hit the wall. But what does it mean when we say someone hits the wall or to hit the wall? To hit the wall means to be unable to continue something, to be unable to do something as a result of lack of progress or as a result of exhaustion. So when we say someone hits the wall, it means they face an obstacle to something, or they come across an obstacle to something, or an obstacle to what they're doing is, or an obstacle is presented to what they're doing, or an obstacle to what they're doing stands in the way of what they're doing, and they feel unable to continue doing it as a result of lack of progress and exhaustion. An example of this phrase: after studying for 10 hours, I hit the wall and couldn't focus anymore. After studying for 10 hours, I hit the wall and couldn't focus anymore, which means after studying for 10 hours, I felt unable to continue doing whatever it was that I was doing as a result of exhaustion, as a result of not making any progress. What about you? Have you ever hit a wall? What was it that you were doing that you hit a wall in? I want you to comment the answers down below. And what do you usually do when you hit a wall? Comment the answers down below to interact with each other better. I'll be reading your comments, going through your comments, reading them word by word, making sure that I correct your grammatical mistakes. So make sure you leave the comments down below. You provide answers to my questions down below to be able to have your comments corrected. And now we're getting to the final phrase of today's video that you need to learn and use to sound like native speakers, which is to have it all worked out. To have it all worked out. To have it all worked out. But what does it mean when we say you have it all worked out? To have it all worked out means you've made all the necessary plans, or you've found the solution to something, making sure that everything is under control. Once again, to have it all worked out means you've made all the necessary and essential plans, and you found the solution to something, making sure that everything is under control. So have it all worked out means you've done everything correctly, and you've made all the necessary plans to make sure that everything is under control, or you've ticked all the right boxes, or you've pushed all the right buttons, making sure that you're doing something as accurately, correctly, and as precisely as you can by having everything in control. Let me give you an example of this. Don't worry about the trip, I have it all worked out. Don't worry about the trip, I have it all worked out. Once again, don't worry about the trip, I have it all worked out. Which means don't worry about the trip, I've made all the necessary plans to make sure that everything is under control and nothing will go wrong. What about you? Are you someone that always tries to have it all worked out before doing something important? Comment the answer down below. Speaking of myself, whenever I want to make an important decision or whenever I want to do something important, I always make sure that I have it all worked out in order not to let anything go wrong. So that's a part of me. It's typical of me to do that. It runs in my blood. I have the character of making sure that I have it all worked out before I do something. What about you? Comment the answers down below. And that's about all, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. We worked on a couple of practical and commonly used English phrases that you need to learn and use to sound like native speakers. Let's review these phrases once again together. It's no good doing something. It is no good doing something. It's no good doing something. Do a number on someone or something. Do a number on someone or something. Do a number on someone or something. Cloud the issue. Cloud the issue. Cloud the issue. Hit the wall. Hit the wall. Hit the wall. Have it all worked out. Have it all worked out. Have it all worked out. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you like this video in support of this channel and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be back soon with another video.